Maracucu, ya, ya, oh, ya, ya. Yeah, 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 oh, yeah, la, la, never, What's up, people? This is your boy Danny Beats. Feed the girl, keep watching GOB TV and Radio UK. Stand up, feed the girl.
What up, people? This is E to Z, Izizeze. Oginese. You're watching GOB TV UK. GOB TV UK. GOB. Just keep watching it. Make sure you don't touch that remote control. We get more things that are coming. My UK fans, where you are? Follow me, Charlie. Let's go do it all. It's GOB UK. I salute you. One love, man.
My name is Imogen Brown.
I want to talk to you today about drugs.
And this is my diary.
Drug abuse. Imogen was a mother, a girlfriend, and an entrepreneur. Somehow she devoted to drugs.
Come on, it's not the stuff they sell on the street. That makes people go, colo.
Stanley man works on the street but finds himself at the wrong place at the right time. Or sometimes at the wrong time.
Listen, I want to marry you because I love you.
Tyler, Blackberry, and narcissism. Things get a little twisted.
Was impressed with the story like no other person has said. I did tell you that everything was on point. I was extremely impressed.
Action!
Yeah, I'm just like mommy. Mommy, look. Mommy, look, I'm just like you.
Yeah, Brown, Imogen's daughter. She saw her mom transform from a happy and loved mother to a disturbed and destroyed woman.
It was really, really challenging, but I sailed through. Initially, I didn't want to direct this movie. I actually got my inspiration from my mother. She definitely asked me to be able to direct my maiden movie, and that's exactly what I did. And I was really happy I did that.
She has to actually think for you and think for herself as well. That is like doing two people's job.
So much in love. Yeah. I can see you guys are so much in love.
Jordan was a loving, fun person, someone who just liked to have fun. I had a great opportunity to work with Nadia Buhari. She did a great job and I can see her going far. Spread my wings and fly. And I'm stronger. And I'm shining like the moon.
If you are here for money, I can
Thank you.
Can't you have a blast?
And I'm feeling like a bird. Spread my wings and fly. 'Cause I'm higher.
You want this?
Leave, man.
My name is Benny. I'm a new substitute teacher.
Mr. Benny is in love with his wife. He wanted a family so bad.
You were so far gone, I didn't want to wake you. Camilla is a young woman, a little above her 30s, and she's married to Benny. Oh, really?
Caitlin is a girl who was raised by her a single mother. Her father left when she was very young, and so her mother was just running around, never really had time for her.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know what the hell for, but you're welcome.
I feel that I'm not too intelligent, and I'm best friends with Caleb.
Malik is one of the main characters in the movie. Apparently he's a player, so that was a bit difficult for me because I'm not playing real life. So.
Congratulations.
Don't think this is the end of the story. It's only the beginning.
Make out scene. Gang gang.
And action! The director. It started off as a chick flick kind of movie. It was a romantic comedy and all of that. And then he said to me that, you know, let's do something different. Let's change the genre of the movie. Let it be a thriller. Since you're so obsessed with thrillers, it would be like the first ever psychological thriller in Ghana. And so I was like, okay, you know, that sounds really good.
Working with Jay was like very, very cool.
Jamil is a director who doesn't like to cut corners. You know, he's a perfectionist. He needs to get it right, and that is how movies should be made.
He is the major pain in the ass in the entire production, as far as I'm concerned.
Put it on your right hand, your right hand.
I think the director is pretty annoying.
Very detailed to the extreme. A very fantastic technical director.
I just fell in love with his vision. I think he's phenomenal.
Big shout out to the director.
This production has been so much fun. I've learned a lot.
Working with these people has been great. They all brought their A game.
Ramsey and Nadia are people I admire a lot and I've seen on TV forever. You lying, cheating bastard.
What kind of human are you?
Where's Malik?
It's amazing. It's an amazing piece. You would not regret it.
The story it's really, it's intriguing.
You love it.
Everybody should look out for this movie.
I mean, Nadia Boy, Ramsey, chasing. What's there not to watch?
Fast Food Pictures, in conjunction with My Picture, presents Delicious Boys 1 and 2, a hilarious comedy. You go laugh till you scatter.
Bless me, deceive me. I know say you and your father they enjoy for everyone. I am not Jesus Christ. My name is Arafat Mubarak Osama.
Delicious Boys. Destiny they say lies in the city. Waiting man go do if you know be hustle.
Looking into the microscopy of your medulla oblongata of your mental alagbaja, you can see that your future has been painted with black and white thick oil. You will use this concoction, wash your face anytime you go for a job, and you'll be granted your.
See me see trouble. If man no go wait for God's time, now wahala in the face.
Boss, I finished it. Oh, it was how much? 200. Come on, Papa, you they take 200. How much I buy the slippers? The slippers. Can you fight me? Not that I can fight you, but I'm going to beat you like a small baby. See, if you fool with me, I will do you when you start that. Arafat, why you use my last condom? I use them once a month. The next time you interrupt me and my praying, I'll give you one blow.
Hey, see a man who don't chop shit because of a woman.
Excuse me, lady. What are you hiding behind me? It's chocolate. I can't even eat it. Ah! because of this lady, I hide my own shit, my toilet.
When the heart of a woman is broken, distraction and obscurity take place.
I knew it. I knew it from the very beginning that he was not in for what we call real love. He was just after your money.
You own your house. Your mama is a bitch, and you are a bitch, right?
Now look at you, sitting down and crying like a widow who has been shaved with no hair left on. So you still have hope in him. After he sent you an invitation card to his wedding, remember that broken heart is never a permanent heart. Stupid fool! Because you think you're some stupid baron who has these doubts in black around you, everybody should bow. Not me.
Have you ever looked into a mirror to see how ugly and disgusting you look? In fact, you look like an American bull.
And you look at what? An American bull.
Yes.
Wait. You are very crazy.
Delicious poison. I never see poison when you sweet too. Now here we go see her. Starring Vicky Zuga, Anthony Wood, Johannes Maya, Prince Mingle, and Mary Ghana. Written and directed by Mickey Ranklin Nyako. You go laugh till you cry. Delicious poison. Hey hey.
So it's been another edition and another week that we're going to have a wonderful interview that is going to be given to you straightforward from Tawala Beach. That is where we are located now. Going to speak to one actor and a musician that has been gracing our screens that you don't know much about. Today we are getting closer to him, and we're going to bring you a lot of things you don't know from this wonderful actor and a musician. And today what we're going to do is just going to make sure that you get to know him, you know what he's up to, and the things he has done in the past. And this show is being powered by GOB TV, and you can find us on all the social media networks. Facebook, you can find us on GOB TV Radio, and then on Instagram you can find us GOB TV Radio, on Twitter GOB TV Radio. And this is celebrity time, and you know, most definitely you can also, you know, have your man in the seat to drive you. KCJ and I'm here. You can also watch us on www.gobtv.tv. You can also log on to that, and then you can also enjoy whatever that we're going to give to you. And I am being rocked today with some wonderful African wear. And hey, if you want to know who gave me this or who is clothing me today, it is no other person than Prince Dave Design. They are inside a shaman, and you can get them as they give you what you also want to rock. Now, if you're in UK and you want to also rock in this wonderful stuff, you can contact them on 024 35 84 805, 024 35 84 085, or 027 26 97719. When you call this number in your UK, they can talk to you, do the necessary arrangement, and you are going to have this wonderful wear, and then you rock it like I am doing today. So today I have a wonderful person, a great personality that you wish you can, you know, get to know more about him. But today I'm bringing him close to you, and this is no other person than an actor and a musician, Prince Mingle. Boss, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for giving us this opportunity to have one-on-one with you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Okay, let's just go straight. We know what you do. Some have seen you in the screens and everything, but personally, we don't know much about you. Right, so let's get so close to Prince Mingle. Is Prince Mingle your real name?
Yes, Prince Mingle is my real name, and my dad is Joseph Mingle. So yeah, a lot of people ask me if it's my real name, but yeah, it is. Yeah.
I also got to know you are called Me or something like that.
Well, yeah, when I was growing up, they used to call me Nilate, you know, because, you know, I grew up on my dad's side, you know, and he's from Bosu, and, you know, everybody called me Ni, and Ni stands for Nana, like king, like a king's son, you know. Every king has a title, especially the Ashantis have Nana as their, you know, their names they give to their kings and princes. But in the Guns call their kings Ni, and Ni is like a name for a king, and yeah.
Okay, Prince, how was growing up like with your family, your dad, your mom, your siblings, and everything? How was it like?
Well, I grew up with my grandmom. Like my grandmom was my guardian. You know, she lives in Osu, and my dad was away. So unfortunately, I lost my mom in '96. You know, but it was okay. I mean, life comes with a lot of experiences in it, and I faced a lot of bad times while I was growing up, and some good times. Even though the bad times are more than the good times, I appreciate life. So I mean, it was okay. It was okay, and I'm glad I was able to pass through all that and be the man I am today.
Can you share with us some of the bad times you went through as a child or growing up?
Well, you know, as a young kid growing up with no mom, you know, in Africa, how it can be like sometimes, you know, a lot of molestation and, you know, a lot of discrimination, especially growing up in a place that I looked so different with a different complexion. You know, people from Ghana know most people that are guns are not light skinned, you know, and they treated me kind of some way, but I don't want to talk about it so much into details. But I mean, I had a lot of difficulties growing up as Prince Mingle with this kind of, you know, skin color, thinking that I'm kind of, you know, blended with whatever. Yes. So, man, it was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
Prince, how education? How did it all start for you with your education levels and everything?
Well, with my education, I started it in Osu kindergarten, you know, Presbyterian school. It was like when I was like very young, you know, like I started it from there, and I went till I was in junior high school. I had to, you know, move to a different school called Home School, somewhere in South Labadi Estate. Yeah, so I completed my junior high school there, and also, you know, continued and furthered my education in SDA Adventist Church School in Swedro, Sedas. Yeah, so I completed my senior high school. I went to study, you know, agriculture there. It was a great experience, agricultural science, and I completed and came back, you know, home and started planning my life, trying to find some work here and there, you know, to save some money to be able to go to tertiary, you know, to learn some other things, you know, and further it more. But it wasn't an easy task, but we're still on the journey, so the journey still goes on.
Now, when it comes to career aspect of every person, some will tell you, okay, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that, I wanted to be that. Mostly our parents want us to be those doctors and lawyers and everything. How was it like for you? Did you wanted to do movie? Was movies or acting the things you dreamt of? Or you had anything to do, but you came to this point?
Yeah. Well, I would say I grew up as a musician. I think I love music, and I don't know if my mommy was alive, I'm sure she would tell me, yo, I used to listen to a lot of music when you were in my stomach, because I feel music for me started from infancy, you know. I was singing every time, learning songs that elderly people listen to, you know, always staying close to the radio when my granddad is listening to the radio. And you know, I was singing, and my dream was just to be a musician. I wanted to sing to inspire people and entertain people, you know. I really wanted to be a musician when I was growing up. Yes.
So, musician, how come the acting thing also flopped in and you started with the acting? I think people know you more with the acting than the music, right? So, movie took over from the what do you call it? The music.
Well, I wouldn't say it took over the acting from. It took over the music. because the music still lives in me, and I'm kind of trying to attach it to my acting career, which is ongoing. But yes, music is a thing, and it's still on. I mean, I started this acting thing back in the days. I think somewhere around it's been like 20, like somewhere around 2010, 2011, thereabout.
Professionally?
Well, not professionally. I meant actually, it started like this, you know. I was seeing a lady, you know, her name I wouldn't mention on air because I don't know if she's gonna be comfortable about it, but I want her to know that I appreciate it. That's why I'm gonna say it on air. Well, she took me on set. She was actually already into acting, you know. She took me on set one day and we had to stay over because they had some nice scenes to shoot and stuff. So we were all there together, and I met some of the directors that were so nice to me, like my brother Ekomepe, you know. They were cool and nice with me, you know, and we were vibing nicely. So the next day they were supposed to shoot. They had some scenes to shoot with the lady in question, the lady I'm talking about. So I was like, oh, okay, go and shoot. When you're done, I'm gonna be around. I'll be waiting, you know, somewhere. I'll just chill somewhere. And she was like, yo, you know what? I think you can also act, you know, because you have everything that it takes to act. You have the height, and you have the vibe, the looks, you know, like. And she thought I had the vibe that I could. I was like, oh no, you know what? I'm shy. I don't want to face the camera, man. It's not gonna be easy for me. So she was like, you know what? There's always a first time, so I should just try. So and she was like, okay, I'll speak to my director Ekomepe, you know, so we could, you know, we could see if we could fix you somewhere. And I was like, all right, go ahead then. So I took the chance, and she spoke to the director, and the director, you know, met me one-on-one, and we had some little moment to talk, and he gave me some lines in the script to, you know, glance through and deliver to see if I could, you know, I could do it, and with the facial expressions and everything, you know. That was like a short audition for me at that moment. So it was great. It was, immediately I did it, he was like, you can do it. And I was like, oh, really? You think I can do it? And at that moment, I didn't believe I could do it because it was my first time, you know. So I was like, okay. They prepared me some role, and yes, I wouldn't say it because I wouldn't say it because I want to brag about it, but I'm proud of it. I nailed the scenes they gave me. It was nice. It was with Jerry Amilo, with some others, you know, like our own musician next door. He was part of that project, you know. It was amazing. And gradually, I got to be featuring in some other movies with them. We traveled in I think 2013 to Nigeria to shoot a movie with the same production, with the same director I met, Ekomepe. It was amazing. That's how it all started.
Right. So far, how many movies do you have to your credit? How many, you know, sets have you been to?
Well, I've been to a lot. Like most of them, I don't even get to see trailers of the movie. Some of them, I don't even know if I should put them into my I don't know, you know what I mean, like, I don't know. But now, at the moment, I've shot about like almost like 9 to 10 movies that I have some trailers. You know, some trailers are on YouTube, and here and there some I have it on my phones, my laptops. Some I don't get to see them, which is, you know, sad. But I mean, I'm not giving up on it. I'm still pushing little by little, and also trying to, aside, you know, push into my music career as well, because it's like also part of the passion, you know. Acting came through, which I knew I could do it, and it's been going smoothly for me for some time. you know, but I mean, the journey still goes on, like I keep saying every time, you know.
Well, with the little things that you've been able to do so far, you had some nominations, which were something that we can say it's good for you, because coming into the industry and looking at the number of times you've gone through the acting and other things like that with the movies, can you let us know some of the nominations you've had so far?
Well, I haven't had a lot of nominations though, but the one that I had that I was proud about it and I felt so excited because it was my first nomination was the movie Diary of Imogen Brown, directed and produced by Nadia Buhari. Yes, that movie is one of the movies that I was so excited to be part of, and Nadia made it so comfortable for me with the directing and the patience. Because I haven't been to any acting school or anything, but I always go on the side to side, following directors, calling directors to put me in something if it's gonna be fine with them, you know. I kept pushing it that way. But that movie was an amazing movie, you know, and it got me nominated in 2014 for Most Promising Actor in the Guillermo Awards that's held in Houston, Texas. Yeah, it was a great experience to be nominated, to be messaged or called on the phone to say, hey, congratulations, Prince Mingle, you've been nominated for Most Promising Actor. I was excited about it. It was a great experience.
Last year you were in India. That is some information we've gathered, that you traveled to India last year. Was it an invitation from Bollywood, or was something that you wanted to, you know, experience when you went there?
Well, when I was growing up, I used to watch a lot of Indian movies, and I love the way they act, you know, even though sometimes you don't understand the language, you see it written on the screens. It's always been a dream to see India one day. So I was at the point that I was able to save some money to, you know, go places. I added it to the places I wanted to go, you know. I added it to it, even though it was kind of far. I made it there, and I was able to meet a friend from another friend in Ghana who introduced me to the person on phone, and we met, and he showed me around, and I told him I wanted to meet some of the movie actors, Indian actors. So he took me to Mumbai. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see some actors because they were gone. They were gone. Like most of them were gone. Like they don't live in the vicinity anymore. They live in different countries and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And he told me he has a friend who's a director and a producer. He would love me to meet. And I was so happy to meet that man. He phoned the man, and the man was you know, glad to meet me. I spoke to him and asked him, how is it going to be possible for me to be part of an Indian movie one day? It was like, as long as I speak English, lately they starting to do, yeah, with the English one. So he's going to see if he could put me in some, you know, some part to play a role. But which I pray it comes to pass, because it's going to be a dream come true, you know. The dream come true. It's going to be nice.
Now, Prince, let's get some of the challenges you've experienced from the time you started till now. We'll go deep into that, but I just want to know, when you were starting, some of the things you passed through, the challenges that you went through to get to where you are now.
Actually, you know, with acting, you have to focus on it and not add other things, because you can't put like a lot of things together with acting, because acting is a full-time job, you know. I had times that I didn't even have transportation to go on set to shoot a scene, you know. I had times that I didn't even have clothes to wear, you know. I didn't have enough clothes to take on set to shoot with it, because some of the sets you go, you're not provided costume, because your role is probably not a major role, so you have to wear your own. And if you want to look good, you have to find some ways and means to make it happen, which, you know, it wasn't easy, but it was possible, because in everything I say it's God, because God put me on this journey of life, and I always believe that no matter how bad the situation will be, he always finds a solution to your problems, you know. And that's what he's been doing for me. So he made it beautiful. I had a lot of tough times. I go places and people see you and they discriminate you just because they think you can go far with what you're doing. You know, some of them frown at you, some of them try to, you know, you see hate right in your face. You know, hate is everywhere. And I mean, I don't look at people that because I feel like they don't know my journey and they are not part of my journey. My journey is my journey, so I do what I want to do and how I want to do without watching anybody. Because I can only stay true to myself than I can do to anybody else.
Now, that is an interesting one. You know, we're going to go deeper into some of these things to get your opinions about the industry and what we are facing now. But before that, we'll take a break here, and then we'll go and look at some designs from my designer, Prince Dave collection, and also GOB TV. We'll take that short break, and then we'll be right back. Now, when we are coming back, we're going to find out from Prince Mingle if he's married or with some kids, you know. Stay tuned.
It's joy for everyone. I am not Jesus Christ. My name is Arafat Mubarak Osama.
Okay, so we are back with the interview, and I'm still hanging out with Prince Mingle. When you hear the name Mingle, sometimes you're tempted to ask, hey, Mingle, that means, you know, he mingles everywhere, you know. Yeah. Now let's find out from Prince if Prince is married or with some kids or something like that. The Mingle would definitely have to, you know, tell us this. You want to know? I want to know. Prince, are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm not yet married, but I will get married.
Are you with any kid now?
No, I'm a single man. You know, like
ready to mingle.
Yeah, no, not ready to mingle. I mean, I don't have kids. That's yeah. I live my life like on my own. But yes, I'm not married. I don't have kids.
Now, what is so difficult of maybe staying out of the movie industry for a period of time? What is taking you out of that?
Well, at the moment, it's kind of scary in the industry because I see a lot of hate everywhere. You know.
You keep saying hate. Let's go deeper. The industry itself. Is it so much to the extent of what we don't know? People out there don't know. The hate, the biting and other things. Let's go deeper into that.
Well, honestly speaking, to me, I would say most people in life generally, most people that I come across in my life take life so personal. I don't know why, and I see it everywhere. And you know, places I go, people I meet. Yes, you will meet people that are nice. Some will give you fake smiles, plastic smiles here and there. And on the movie side, like in the industry, to my experience, anytime you go to a place and you go fighting for a role, even though you know you can do it, and everybody around sees that you can play some role, just because of one person that probably has a family member in the production, they'll just say, okay, I don't want Prince Mingle doesn't have to be on it. The other one have to be, and they do it right in your face. Like you see so much hating people that they don't want to see you move ahead. They don't want to see you going high. You know, they always want you to be back. That's what I've been seeing, and a lot of them, you know, go spiritually, do their own things, you know, try to take people down and stuff. But I believe in God, and I know He's my guidance and protector, you know. He guides me through everything and everywhere I go. So I pray to Him every day to guide and protect me, you know. But it's sad to see that people will be taking out their brothers and sisters because of fame and money, you know what I mean? Like, why? You know, we are all trying to entertain people. We are all trying to show people what we got, you know? Like, we're not in no competition with anybody. A lot of people take it as a competition, which is not, you know? Like it sees you you know what I mean? And you know, to me, I don't look at anybody. I don't think negatively for anybody. I just love to stay real. I love to be myself and do what I'm doing to get to where I want to go. You know, it's only God that knows my journey, and He's been guiding me through it from day one.
You know, some people will think we are making baseless, accusations. Can Prince give us some details to some of the things, the people he has met and has given him that kind of, stuff, attitude, and, trying to take him off something that definitely we know Prince can do better than this person? Can you mention some names in the industry?
Well,
we need to correct certain things.
I know, right? Like, if to talk about names, I wouldn't mention, but I can mention with the production names, because
let's have it.
You might not get the opportunity to meet the producer. You might only be on set with the director, the sound man, the so on and so, the makeup artist, and one person will just hate you for nothing, and they all sit down and talk about you and would love to take you out from a set, and sometimes they try to make it look like you don't deserve to be in it, but nobody deserves to be anywhere, because God is who takes us to somewhere. If you don't try for yourself, you can go further. And as long as you're trying for yourself, God will also help you. That doesn't mean you don't deserve to be who you want to be. You have your life, and you can be who you want to be and how you want to be. But some people feel like they have the keys to your life, and they don't.
No, are we definitely losing at this whole thing as an industry? Because if we're not giving people the opportunity, we are not letting people to come out with what they have, and we are taking them off by any ways that we can. Are we not killing the industry?
Oh, well, the industry is already dying. I mean,
the Ghanaian industry.
Yeah, the Ghanaian industry. Yeah, the Ghanaian industry. It's already dying because, honestly speaking, I'm not seeing new actors and actresses on the scenes anymore. I don't see Ghanaian TVs, television stations showing Ghanaian movies and stuff. They either show Nigerian movies, show American movies, and soap operas like Kumbaja. And I'm not saying they shouldn't show them, but they show them more than they show our movies, the Ghanaian movies. And I think people are just tired of the old people in the scene. The old people should give us the young ones opportunities to come on the scene. Because we have different styles too to bring out there to entertain people. If you don't give us the opportunity, how would they see what we have? It's unfair, like how they treat us, like especially the young actors. I have brothers. I have my brothers and friends that I see them every day trying to make it in life, but they don't give us the opportunity, which is unfair.
Is it that we are lacking talent? We the young ones, we are not good enough for the roles they think we are asking them to give to us?
Oh, my brother, I mean, the talent is the talent. If it's inside you, it's inside you. And a lot of people are being born with a talent each and every day. Some go to school to learn it. Some of us didn't. Our life experiences on the street, we feel free delivering it out, and that's what we do. Most of us, that's what we do. We bring it out naturally, because you get some scripts for some movies, and you know that yo, this script is my life. Like, I have to nail it. That's it. You just read it, put yourself into it, and deliver. So, what is it not natural and talented about it? People are born and people are there with the talent. They are there, and they see them. They don't give it. They see you once, and they go like, "Yo, I'm not gonna call you on this set again." In their heads, some you shoot the movies, you play your roles in the movies, you don't get to see it again. Why?
What can we do to correct all these things and make this industry work? What can we do?
I think because the ones on top are already on top. When they get to a movie, they get a movie. They get to shoot a movie that they are part in with a young actor or an actress, and they think that they can go higher and bypass them or whatever. They just sabotage and everything goes down the drain. That's how I see it personally. Because I don't know why somebody will invest into movie acting, movie shooting, time, money, energy, and wouldn't bring out the movie. I mean, come on. There's something to it which I don't know. Unless they tell us out there for us to know, because we are all one people. I don't know why they're taking life so personal. They should give us, the young ones, opportunity to share what we have. You know?
So far, any regrets to whatever extent you've got into in the movie industry? Do you regret anything so far?
Well, I wouldn't regret, because most of the things I've done, the ones I have to show, I have them in my portfolio, and I use it to show people, to see if I can get more opportunities out there, you know.
Has movie changed you in any way? Your ways, like your personal life, has movie changed you?
I would say no to that. Like, movie hasn't changed me in any way. I'm still who I am. I'm still on the journey of life. Nothing so special. Just that it's nice to be known as an actor. Like, yeah, you're an actor, yeah. It's fun. They ask you questions about it. You share with them, you know. Take pictures, you know. Like, it's fun.
Rumors have it that you having something to do with Nadia Buari. Is there anything like that going on?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one. Hell no. Nadia Buari is like my big sister, you know. Like, Nadia Buari, I appreciate her so much because she gave me a good opportunity. She gave me the chance to prove to the world what I had. You know, even though I go on some auditions and stuff and people know that I can still do it, just because I have some little tough times because I'm not too perfect with it, then they don't put me in the movies. But Nadia took time, was with me one-on-one with the script, and made it so comfortable for me to deliver and act at the same time. And I appreciate her for that so much. So honestly speaking, whoever says that, it's up to them. She knows, I know, the people around her knows, and people around me know that I don't have anything to do with Nadia Buari. She's like my big sister. Yes.
Okay. Also, there's some picture that came out with you and Ramsey Noah Jr. and everything. We learned there's a new movie or something like that coming up. What is it about?
Oh, that movie is actually the second movie I featured in for Nadia Buari. Yes.
It's out already.
Well, they showed it in cinemas, but I don't think it's out yet. Yeah, they showed it in cinemas. And with that movie, the title is Deranged, actually. And I gave me a role in that movie, and I had the opportunity to meet Ramsey Noah. And he actually acted nice to me, gave me some advices, and sat down with me. That was when that picture came out. A friend of mine took that picture. So that picture was they took that picture on the set of Deranged, the Deranged set. Yes. Yeah.
Now Prince Mingle is doing music. How many songs do you have now?
I have about 4 songs at the moment. Okay. I only released one titled Rashida. Okay. Yes, Rashida, but the others are not out yet. I'm still working on it. And I mean, there are more going to come out. A lot of music is going to come out alongside the movies. So people should just sit back and relax and watch out.
Do you produce everything yourself, the music? Is it by you, your investment, or you have somebody supporting you along the line?
Well, most of the things I do by myself because I'm not under any management, and with the support of my cousins, like Gabi, and some few important people in my life. They make it possible for me, like Alfred, you know. Like it's been tough. I do everything by myself mostly, but they've been part of